Hello, everyone. Happy Sunday, or at least I think it's Sunday for most of you. I just want to take a moment to acknowledge my deep gratitude for all of you for joining me, for taking out a moment of your day or your night to join and to do this work. This is literally a global community. I have been so fortunate over these last couple of years to pull together people from literally around the globe to come together and do this transformative work. And together, each of us are on our individual paths. We're all at different places, experiencing different things. But if there's one thing that's becoming very, very clear, it's that we are a collective. We are connected energetically, and this work makes that more and more apparent to me every single day. So thank you so much for joining. I want to spend just a moment explaining a little bit about this particular transmission. You can do this seated or laying down, whatever is most comfortable for you. The transmission itself will be about 35 minutes, I think. This is an energy transmission, and it is a transmission that is meant to assist you in accessing higher and more expanded states of consciousness. With that comes a raise in your internal frequency and vibration that you hold. So in this path, many times we notice this expansion of consciousness, and sometimes we're not able to maintain that, and we sort of come back down to our normal state. But with consistent work, we're able to hold higher frequencies and expanded states of consciousness for longer and stronger periods, so that we can begin to take those expanded states into our day in and day out life. And that's really the point of all this work and this evolution, is how can we take these things we experience on our mat or in sessions and still feel that thread of our divinity when we're out engaging with the world. So this transmission is meant to assist you with that. People often ask, what is the energy? Where does it come from? And it's always interesting to me to try and articulate and break down the specific energies, because that's nearly impossible. But this particular transmission comes from the angelic realm, the archangels, work that I do with those particular states of consciousness and high frequency beings. And as well, energies of Gaia, the earth. Earth has a very particular consciousness and an abundance of life force. So those are the primary energies that are being utilized today. With that, I will be, or I should say, as part of that, part of my transmission includes the use of light language. Now, if you don't know what light language is, that's okay. I'm not going to go into great detail about it, but in a very brief manner, it is a spoken form of energy transmission. We have language, human language, that we use to communicate thoughts and ideas, emotions, etc. And light language is language of the soul. So as I speak it, you're not meant to understand it with your human cognition. In fact, you won't understand it. It's not English. It's not any language. Um, it's certain sounds, and again, it's an energy that comes through. And I would invite you to really not be in your head. It's to be received in the heart. It comes from the heart, from the soul, from the cosmic soul, the great soul of the universe. And many people find that when they receive the light language or when they're hearing it, even though they don't understand it mentally or cognitively, they do receive some sort of message internally. Maybe it's a clear message, or maybe it's just a deep knowing. Sometimes people experience just a deep presence, a deep feeling of love and being held. So there's no right or wrong way for you to receive any of this, really. So just to give you a brief outline of how the transmission, how I present this transmission. There will be music playing in the background. It will come through Zoom, so you don't need to do anything on your end. I begin the transmission with a spoken, almost like a guided meditation. I use this to help anchor us to the earth energies. And then there will probably be a period of silence. When I say silence, I mean where I won't be speaking, the music will continue to play. At some point, the light language begins. I just let it flow. It arises when it arises. And the light language will come in and out throughout the transmission. So there will be periods of silence when you're just hearing music, and then there will be periods when I am also speaking. So again, just take it all in and allow yourself to be open and receptive. When the music ends, I will most likely continue with the light language for several minutes. That's how it tends to work. I don't have a set way of doing this. I allow the energy to do what it wants and needs to do. Then we'll have a period of silence. Once I stop the transmission with the light language, we'll just be in silence for several minutes. That piece is important. I would encourage you not to rush and log off. Let the transmission fully finish and close and integrate. So when the transmission itself is finished, I will begin speaking in English, so you'll know. And I may have a couple of comments for you at that point, depending on if something important comes through or something that I feel needs to be said to you. I will be spotlighted like this for the whole thing. I will not be viewing you. I don't need to see you. Your cameras don't need to be on. So let's go ahead and begin. So find a position that is comfortable for you. Again, you can be seated or laying down. Just go ahead and close your eyes. Even though I will be on screen the whole time, I would encourage you to keep your eyes closed so that you can be fully present on an internal space. And go ahead and take a really deep, rich, full breath in and a long, slow breath out, allowing the body to relax. And again, another nice, deep, rich breath in, feeling the air fill your lungs. And as you exhale, begin to just soften the body, release any conscious tension. Maybe one more breath like that. Allowing yourself to come fully present in this current moment, right here, right now. So take a moment to really begin to feel your physical body. Notice if you're seated, your sitting bones. If you're laying down, the back side of your body. Notice the points of contact that you are making, not just with the floor, but the ground, the earth itself. And allow your body to soften into that support underneath you, that contact. You are being supported by the earth every moment of every day. This ground that you walk on is not only supporting you, it is nourishing you. It is feeding you. It is fueling you. It is energizing you. So take a moment to really feel your presence, your connection, your physical body to the ground. And soften, relax into that support, that unconditional love of this earth. She is emanating a beautiful, soft, supportive energy to you right now. Open yourself to receiving that. And now take a moment to become aware of your breath, your natural breath. Observe how it softly moves in and out of your body. This is your life force. This life force always present, always moving through you. Your breath is the interface between your human body and all the energies, all the life force accessible to us in the universe. So with a sense of deep gratitude, observe this breath and allow yourself to just soften into this observation of breath. Now gently bring your attention to your forehead and your third eye space. Just allowing your awareness to settle there. Embracing a sense of complete receptivity, openness. Connect to the feeling of spaciousness and expansion. There is nothing to do, but simply be open and receptive to receive. Ohinikinya se ekonohusu tuchunya nakama akatase. Shuchunya nai kanasa. Nohemi kanasate ekantu ushuhus. Tutunyunya makanasate eho. Chunya nananasate ekoto husunya mano okoto. Kini hanakatase eto hus sinyon no makoto ohoso. Nai kai kanasuto uhushutunya makata. Nohima kanasate ekono husutu chinya namakata te ekata. Hui hisinyo no no. Aya kanasate ke e. Ohim now you shunyo nakata. Kanata yakatata sete chunyama ahika ikonosuhusi nyaminaka Chunya mai waunyana. Nyana kanata akata se e. Chunya. Ai makana kata se ekado shuhutiana. Ohi nyan kana sete ekoto shu ohim kata asata te shuchund sipus tutua ayana ayaka ayakano sutu shi anamon nyan niao yono no koto sete ekana shososu ayakana hasata ashi honyana Miana kaya kata sa etainya na. No hekenya no ko osoto si yekono shihi tia satatatai yakamun yanakatase ihi to osi oshiaka hayakana setete suhi monyonona Ayekono so hi shaya mwana kana tututusi. Ustu. Mwana kata se eko shuhutia kata sai. Nio no koto so oho koto se shi okonoto. Ayana mwa kata se. Tio shuchinyonona ikanasa chuchu mwana kata eketo sutuchunya no mianana kanasa eku utu ayano okono sete enyana Nakanasete kitutushu nyaya kami kototoso ahikae namono tuko osoi aita a enekata shi monya nakase tianama Sutu shi kana amakata sete e tutu chunya I kana sata okonya ka. Noi nyana kana akata se etoshu utiamaka. Nina yo tiunyana kana sata kite es. Tutunya myoko no so okoto. Shutu. Noainya kana sate eko no hono kushutunya makat. Shionoko no shete akanama atakosu unyamaka. Sitnya namakata ase. Sutu mono no nyono no 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 kata as. Imyonoko. Shaita ai konase ekatai. Ayamano konosuta ekatoshu I kanas yanana kata. Noesene kina kanasete ekotusion yonom. Ai kana sukutusu hi akana mata usuchunyana kono oso husa. Si ino konoto nanai katasu hikana. Ahina mai ku usu tu nyai kono tuko uso o nyakana kata seke. You kono soto shu miena na kana se. Ai usu mieno kono soto tutu shiana. Noe kia nakata se ekutu susu shiana. Moenya da kata se miono ho kana ata kata se te ikutu shinyo noko. Sutu shunya kata sa. Noe kanya nakata se ekutu shunyo kata. Oh no, kana sata kata se ekutu shunyo na kata sa. Asaka no nyao nakata se ekutu su. Usutu miana kana se ekutu su shunyo naka. Oni yana kata se ekutu su. Apianin no kono otoso. Manaka akasata keshitu unyo no kotoso. Mianaka hasa keta ekoto shushunya makatasa. Ayo nyanaka nasata ke ekototus. Amianaka nase ekata hashu uku nyamanaka sa hanakata se ekoto shushunya makata. Wainya namakata se o inya namakai toso. Shunim akatoso okusi hanakai. Kata se ekatoshu tu simino kana oso honaka. Aimanai kana shutufu. Nue kinya nakata se ekatoshu homokoto soko. Ayakana se minyana akata akotoshu shunyana makata se. Wanyana kai ata sa shutyana maka. Winyana kana seteke eto husi o yanyana kata ekoto shu ukona. No ikana sa aka. Husi inyon nao kunosutuku. Amiana kanasai kanataka akatashu uko. Aimina nyanana kanasa akutusu. Ino nao nyanana ka akatase. Kuninai kun akatase ekotushu ukum. Haina kanase ekotushu unyana kama ahasa taket eta tishi unyatakasa. Simunako senakatata ta akaya na aha kata se ekushu. Imya nana honya nakase eta he ekusinya namakat. Huyonya makata. Amiana hanakasete ekushu. Yamakanasu ohe shi I kana makata se ekinyo makai. Hutim nyao nyunakata se ekato husi. Hakana alaseta ke eto shu chienyo no ko se ha makato husu. Sityunakaya maka ekana. Vinenya nakana se ekotu. Sutututunya maakata se ekete chuchunya. Sutu haya kana. Omienyananakata ayoko shianyanaka ainyonamiya kana se hekono osi amiana kana se ekata ai chunya oki namaka asahi kuna namakata she shutianama eka ekana akatasa tiana. Tiana kona se kuna shututu ya mana kana se okoto sususunya. As the transmission softly comes to an end, you may still feel the energy quite strongly. Just allow it to be. Let's take another moment or a few minutes here in silence to just let the energies absorb and integrate in whatever way they need to. Staying connected to that place within you that is expansive and boundless. This energy transmission will continue to exert an effect once you leave this space. So I encourage you to take deep care of yourself in the coming hours and days. Nourishing your body, nourishing your heart, and nourishing your mind. Be careful what you allow into your sphere of consciousness.